Who do you have in the finals matchup? We're finally here. We done seen Golden State go through all their trials and tribulations. We done seen Boston battle out in what, 2 game 7s?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
2 very tough fought series. Let's start with you, Heat fan. How you feeling?
Felt like everybody was counting us out, but
it definitely wasn't Jimmy's fault. That's for sure.
Hey,
no.
Boston, I felt like was a good team the whole time, but it sucks that we lost Tyler Hero. He made a big difference. So Kyle Lowry not showing up. The Celtics had just enough, more than we had enough. They had more depth than us. And more scoring. Fuck. I'm speaking about the defense of the Celtics and how they made my Heat look secondary. And just overall, they have a really good defense. Want to contribute that a lot to Ime. But and then you look on the other side, apparently the Warriors have been leading the league defensive rating throughout the whole entire league, I think. So, and that was in the regular season. Now they're playing matchups. Seems like they're deeper than the Celtics, who have Derek White and Peyton Pritchard coming off the bench.
Definitely deeper, without a question.
You know, maybe Grant Williams comes off the bench too if they start Robert Williams. But
they're gonna work them all in.
They're not deep enough still.
Yeah, they're not as deep as the Warriors are. I believe it definitely will be a long series. But I also believe that the Warriors can take one at their house and just stay undefeated at their own house. If they do that, it's Warriors in 6.
Yeah.
But with this being said, you know, Tatum has a way of bouncing back. He's averaging 32 a night after a loss. So maybe he could squeeze one out when it comes to the home court advantage part. But I even still leading. If they take just one at the Warriors' house, that still means that it can be a 7-game series and they still have home court advantage.
Yeah.
So with that being said, it feels like it's leading the Warriors the whole time. I said the Warriors weren't going to win one in the next 4 years. I don't really want to go against that, but kind of convincing myself to go into that. Because if they both play the same amount of defense, I believe in the Warriors' passing and like playmaking ability. Boston, they have it in a certain type of way, and they have a little bit more heart. But I feel like the Warriors just been there, done that, and they have really nice stars. Klay Thompson, I haven't even mentioned this whole time. Apparently he's supposed to take a step forward, or he's been taking a step back, but he's been so consistent. So I'll take it all. I'll take it all on the Warriors side. I think the Warriors will prove me wrong and say that, hey, we're going to win a championship this year. I said in 6.
I've been preaching Boston last month or so. I feel like it'd be wrong if I just turn my backs and go with the champion, like you Robbie said, who's been there, done that. Let's go Boston in 7. I talked about this last week or 2 weeks ago. Ime figured out a great rotation between Tice Horford and Robert Williams.
That shit ain't working this series.
Yeah, okay. On the boards, it will. Hell yeah, why wouldn't it? You know how many more rebounds you're about to get? Oh, come on. They're supposed to be scared to come on Looney like that?
They ain't got to be. They're going to be running after everybody else.
I think he was out rebounding Jokic. And then Andrew Wiggins is
he can get boards.
Doing his role. He's leading the playoffs with 42 offensive rebounds.
Boston is 7. I believe the Warriors met their met their match. They're going to get outplayed here. I feel like the Warriors are about to get outplayed.
I think that they can switch up a lot of different matchups.
That's
fine.
Can.
But I don't think that they'll be as refreshed as the Warriors can be. The defensive, the bench is pretty deep.
The bench is pretty deep on the Celtics, too.
All right. Payne Pritchard.
And keep talking shit about Peyton Pritchard and look what he's doing.
He ain't doing none of that against the fucking Warriors.
We'll see. We will see.
Let's see if he gets on the court.
Celtics in 7. Stevie?
Yeah, I'm vehemently disagreeing with any Celtic pick, sir.
Of course you are, you fucking Laker fan.
It's not even about being a fucking Laker fan because in actuality, bro, I don't see how the Celtics are the better team. I don't give a fuck about them taking all these other teams to a Game 7 because, yeah, that's nice, but you're not going to keep just winning Game 7s after Game 7, bro. For one.
But their back was always against the wall.
Oh, they're back against the wall. They're not the deeper team. I keep hearing motherfuckers say, oh, what's Klay going to do? Who's Klay going to defend? Bruh. Klay didn't even, regardless of that, Klay didn't even defend Luka or any of these other niggas before by himself.
Not that much. It was mainly just like switches. But
this is what I'm saying. Yeah. They have the bodies to throw at Tatum and Brown too, though.
Yeah.
So
they both have bodies.
Yeah, they
both have bodies. But the Warriors gonna be throwing 10 versus 7.
8.
Deeper. So
Actually,
they're
depending
deeper.
on what's going on with Robert Williams and Tice, because certain
Dog,
games you can play him,
and
certain games you
that's
can't
another
play
thing
him.
too. Robert Williams, Tice, Horford. There's no way all three of them are about to be on the court at the same time in this series. They're about to get ran off the floor trying to chase these boys. It's not happening.
I agree with you that they're gonna be playing
There's
more like
no
a run and gun style.
They're gonna have to have Ime's gonna have to come up with his own death lineup or whatever the fuck it is.
I agree. Okay, I agree
Like
with you there.
yeah,
I agree
like
with
we
you there.
said, they're gonna have to do it. Yeah,
You're
for
right.
this series,
You're right.
it's gonna be a lot of adjustments that need to be made.
I give you that.
Not like we can give them credit. Yeah, they've made adjustments. This is a whole different ball game, player.
Yeah.
They ain't been here before. They have different guys outside of the top 3 that come in and help out.
The same with Al Horford. The same with Derek White. The same with Grant Williams hitting 12 threes in a game, going for 27. The same with
You're
Marcus
right.
Smart.
They're
getting
just not deeper
25,
though.
10, and
But they're not
5.
deep. Yeah, Marcus
they're about
Smart.
the same, bro.
Marcus Smart.
I don't
though.
know. I don't know how you're not. I don't know how you can't see that they're not both equally as deep as each other.
They aren't.
Both bags is crazy.
They're not.
Both benches are crazy. Both coaches. I take that back.
I'm not
Are
saying.
we talking about that?
What we
No,
talking about
we'll-
that right
We'll
now?
get there.
Okay,
We can
cool.
still get there. But I'm
Man.
giving Warriors the nod on the bench.
Hey man,
Because
Celtics
if
in 7.
all right, say if Jonathan Kuminga and Moody can get as many minutes as Pritchard,
They won't.
you saying that, but
They
if
won't.
you think that again, you can think that, but if they do, then that means the Warriors got to be in good shape, bro. Because there's no way they're just throwing 2 fucking rookies out there, and I'm willing to bet they can do as good as Pritchard can. Come on. He's not like he's been showing some shit this year, but he's not like miles ahead of them just because they rookies. Sorry, I'm saying Warriors in 6 too though. Like
Warriors 6. Okay.
I said Warriors in 6 for that Mavs series, and I almost sounded crazy because I was the only one standing on that one.